And you know what I mean? Yeah, man, we're doing the damn thing. How you guys feeling today? How you guys feeling? We have an interesting topic that we want to talk about today. You know what I mean? We want to talk about Arsenal farm. The farm that Arsenal find themselves in of late. You know what I mean? Depressing farm, you know, man. You know what I mean? It's a depressing farm. And what we need to do to fix it. You understand what we need to do to fix it? Guys, this is Riley's World. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this channel. You know what I mean? Thank you for everything that you guys have done to help us grow, to help us build. Big up on the damn self. All right. Ari Guitar. Big up yourself, Ari Guitar. Big up yourself. Up the Saints. Big up yourself, Ari. Yeah, man. Saints beat us. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. People, what do we need to do? What do we need to do to get back to basics? What do we need to do? We need to get back to basics. I mean, like, we've been we've been in a not so good form, you know what I mean, of late. And when you look at where we're coming from, look at where we're coming from. Look at how we start out the season. Look at the kind of football that we were playing, right? Look at where we are now. It's not the same. It's not the same. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not the same. Ari say you guys need to play better football. Start Max Dowman. Maybe. No, Max Dowman is 15 years old, man. He's gonna get a lot of playing time, but he ain't gonna get a lot of starts. Probably not right now. But as fantastic as Max is, Max also have his weakness, you know. Say, hey, Smiley Riley, reluctant. Big up your damn self, reluctant in the building. How you feeling, reluctant? Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. We were right here trying to start this discussion of what we need to do. You know what I mean? We need to get back to basics as Arsenal Football Club. And what do we need to do to get back to basics? Michelle in the building. I'm doing well, Michelle. I'm doing well. I told you guys that I'm back. You know what I mean? I told you guys that my regular lives are going to come back. So here I am. Here I am making sure that it is here and we're doing what we need to do. You know what I mean? We're also gonna bring back the night live. Michelle, you probably only ever been a part of one night live. Night lives are fun. That's where all the fun is. That's where all the fun is. You know what I mean? But when night live is happening, it's night for Michelle. It's night for Michelle. But that's where, you know what I mean? That's where it gets really hot. That's where I have to be part in fights. I have to literally be part in fights. But it's fun though, you know what I mean? Did you see Villa win? I didn't watch the game, but I know they won. What was it, 3-1 away? You know what I mean? That's a fantastic result for Villa. Keith must be happy. Keith must be happy. So you might make an appearance. You know, the Chelsea fan and the Aston Villa fans have been missing in action because of the poor performance that their team been putting in. So who knows? They might make an appearance now. But it was a good win for them. I think Nottingham Forest also drew 1-1. 1-1. Where is that competition now? Are they in the quarterfinal or the semifinals yet? Um what phase are they in the Europa League right now? I'm not too sure. But yeah, they did manage to win. So let's see. Keith was chatting before in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Okay, I guess he's happy. Happy, happy, happy. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty of football. It's getting there. You know what I mean? It's getting where got to bottle down. You know what I mean? And we gotta make these last several weeks count. We have played some fantastic football and we have played some not so fantastic football, if you understand what I mean. But the one constant thing about us was result. Doesn't matter how poor we played. It doesn't matter how fantastic we played. We always get a result. They're at the quarterfinal. Oh, nice. So this was the quarterfinal first leg. Okay, that's cool. And they won it away. So I guess they're pretty much on their way to the semis. Pretty much on their way to the semis. Fantastic result for Aston Villa though. You know what I mean? That's a competition that they can manage. Yeah, that's a competition that they can manage. The other ones are too big for them. Yeah, I'm just talking that to piss off Aston Villa fans. Y'all know, right? Yeah. So, Arsenal need to get back to basics. What is back to basics? Back to basics is Arsenal not losing games. Back to basic is Arsenal not conceding goals. Back to basic is Arsenal winning, and it doesn't have to be pretty. That's back to basics. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. We saw a little glimpse of getting back to basics against Sporting. Wasn't the prettiest of football, but it was effective. It works. Arsenal are not the same Arsenal 15 years ago, 10 years ago under Arsene Wenger. We're not the same Arsenal that are fluent, you know what I mean? And played beautiful football, even though they didn't win anything. We're not that Arsenal anymore. We're not prime Barcelona Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? We are a team that is forming a new identity under a new, young, vibrant, energetic coach. And if we confuse who we are, we're in serious trouble. There's this thing called growth. There's this thing called growth, right? And when you're growing, sometimes you outgrow stuff and you have to leave stuff behind. That's what's happening with Arsenal right now. They're growing, they're developing, they're changing. And if we don't accept who we are now, you know what I mean, and where the now can bring us further, you know what I mean, we're making a big mistake and we're going to stagnate our growth, right? And we've seen that over the past several weeks. As fans, I know it's kind of difficult to please us, right? I know. We want this, we want that, we want beautiful football, we want to score 15 goals, there's a lot of stuff that we want as fans. But what can we really get? You know what I mean? What is the reality of what is possible? Not everything is possible under the sun. Not everything that you want you will achieve. Not every way or you want to achieve something, it will happen. Sometimes you got to understand that you got to be not so popular, you know what I mean, in order to be victorious. Sometimes you got to understand that you got to be a little bit dirty, you know what I mean, and a little bit hated in order for you to have peace of mind and success. People are always going to criticize. That's one thing that we must know. People are always going to criticize, especially when you're doing better than them. Imagine you having a good job, making good money, and you're being criticized for buying a 5 bedroom house instead of a 7 bedroom house. And the persons that are criticizing you live in a 1 bedroom shack. Ain't that something? Well, that is a reality of life. That is The reality of life. The reality of life is that you can't please everybody. And no matter what you do, you will be judged. No matter what you do, you will be judged. When Arsenal started out the season, they were solid defensively. Solid defensively. I mean, like, at one point, we could have put money on Arsenal not even conceding a shot on target. We could have put money on Arsenal opposition being restricted to taking shots from outside the box. That's how confident, that's how good we were defensively. And it was working for us. That's what we were doing good. That was our identity, defensive stability. We were crowned with the two best centre back in world football at that point of time. They were devastating to go up against. I think that everybody who is anybody fear them. And you look at that team then, you look at this team now. Where did it all go wrong? We weren't fluent in attack. No, we weren't fluent in attack. But we were solid in defense. And because we were so solid in defense, we would always find a way to win, to score at least one goal. It was like the classic Arsenal back in the days, 1-0 to the Arsenal. And I mean, we know that we will always score a goal. We find ways to be victorious, whether it be from open play, whether it be from set piece. It doesn't matter, but we find ways to win. We were in the midst of that, throughout all of that, we are crowned set piece kings. We were feared by everybody with our set piece capability. Almost every game, we will be guaranteed to score a set piece, so much so that no team was willing to give us set piece, whether it be from a corner or it will be from a free kick. Declan Rice scored two beautiful free kicks. I think those are the only two free kicks he's ever scored in his life. And it's so funny that because of those two free kicks, nobody tried to foul Arsenal in any position similar to where Declan Rice took those two free kicks from Real Madrid. The point I'm making is this. We had a fear factor. I mean, we had a swagger about us. We had thing that no one else had defensively. We weren't the best attacking team, but we make our attacking count through set pieces. And that's what we were doing best. We were feared because of that. We were feared. Whenever we get set pieces, we cause chaos. And no team wanted to go up against that. Where did it all go wrong? We went up against Bayern Munich. Solid team. And we were defensive stability and our capability of counterattacking and going forward. We beat them easily. So we did that also with Atletico Madrid. But I think it's somewhere in between them two games, we kind of forget our identity. We are a growing team. We're still a growing team with a growing manager. We're still a team with a manager that is trying to find out who he is, really and truly. This is his first managerial job. And I think he's done okay. You know what I mean? I think he's done okay. He's no one is he has come second 3 times consecutively. And a lot of people flock him or flock Arsenal. And this is when I mentioned before about persons criticizing you because you're rich and you buy a 5 bedroom house instead of a 7 bedroom house, right? And you buy a 5 bedroom house instead of a 7 bedroom house, and those persons only live in a 1 bedroom flat. So you have a 5 bedroom, and the 1 bedroom is criticizing you. It's like all these teams are criticizing us for coming second when some of them is fighting relegation. I'm talking about big teams. I'm talking about the likes of Tottenham, Chelsea, Manchester United. You know what I mean? These teams that are supposed to be big teams. You understand what I'm saying? Criticizing, and they finished below Arsenal. Go back to the first thing that I said before. You can't please everybody. And you have to know who you are and know what you want and what you are capable of getting and how you are capable of getting it. Big up everybody in the community. You know what I mean? Big up everybody in the chat. FFTK26. Big up, who is that? Abercam said Liverpool downfall is real. It's real, real, real. Lotus is back. Back again. Big up yourself, Lotus. Thank you for joining this stream. Oh, Paul as well. So, Arsenal getting back to basics is the topic that we're on. And the back to basic comes from Arsenal moving from the foundation that they have set. Arsenal have set a solid foundation this season that they have moved away from. And it has cost us significantly. Significantly, it has cost us. When you look at how many games Arsenal play in the beginning of the season without conceding a goal. And yes, we were criticized. Persons, pundits, ex-players, the same persons who would be happy to be in a team that don't concede goals like Arsenal did. Criticize, saying that Arsenal is killing the game. You know what I mean? And all these stuff. Football is about winning. Because guess what? Arsenal fumbled 2 cups already after they were in prime position, pole position for 4. They lost in the Carabao Cup final. To me, that was embarrassing because they didn't even put up a fight to me. They were knocked out of the FA Cup by a championship team. Even more embarrassing. And these same persons that were side Arsenal defensive stability are now looking at us as weak. Are asking the same question. Oh, where is this steel defense? Where have they gone? Gabriel Magalhaes is doing this. William Saliba is doing that. The same person. You understand what I'm saying? So where have we gone wrong? What has our identity become? Our identity is our defensive stability. We work around the defensive stability that we have and we win games. We weren't fluent in football. We haven't been fluent. We have been fluent in bits and pieces, which was enough. We defended solid, counter-attack, get some set piece, score some goals, and win our games. That's what we're about. That's what we've been doing good. That's what's been working for us. Why did we move away? Um, Lotus said Arsenal still win the Prem for the first time in forever, most likely. We're hoping that still happen. That's why we're trying to figure out where did we get wrong. That's why we're trying to figure out and understand that we need to get back to basic to challenge or to carry this challenge over the line. Year 316 said, I think you should start Miles. That's another topic to talk about. Miles Lewis Kelly has been linked with a move away. Miles Lewis Kelly has gotten minimal game time. The likes of um, Califori and Nkapie has pushed Miles further down the pecking order. And if you're going to say it's unfair, I don't think it is because Miles is not the same that he was last season. But Miles is a 19-year-old kid that need confidence. You know when you talk to your son, if any of your parents, and you tell your son that they can move mountain and they actually try to do it because they're trying to please daddy or mommy or whosoever it is. That's what Miles needed. Miles needed somebody to pat him on the shoulder and let him know that you got this. You can do it. Miles Lewis Kelly is a different defender from everybody that we got in this Arsenal team. Miles Lewis Kelly, ball position, the way he shield his ball, the way he carries his football is second to none. Nobody in the Arsenal squad does what he does. So, Miles Lewis Kelly is a asset that we need to find a way how to play him. Miles Lewis Kelly last season, Arsenal was playing some fantastic football. We moved away. It's not just Miles, but we're just using him as an example right now. When Miles cut into the midfield, his presence is there. It is felt. I think Miles' future belongs with Arsenal. And I think we need to find a way, figure out how to integrate Miles in this squad. So, yeah. But back to basic is us with that defensive stability that make us fearful, that had fear written all over it when any opposition came to face us. That's what we need to get back to. We need to get back to persons fearing to put the ball out of play for a throw or a corner or even a dead ball because they know what's coming. That's what we need to get back to. We need to get back to who we have become. We need to block out the noise of everybody who is talking about we're killing the football. We haven't won a Premier League in umpteen years, in a long time. Can you imagine, God forbid, if this season finish without us winning a trophy? Can you imagine how devastating that would have been? Knowing that we had a plan, we were executing our plan, and for some crazy reason, we shift away from what we were doing so well and end up with nothing. There's no shame in winning. Nobody have a blueprint and said you have to play like this, or this to win. Haven't seen that. You don't get points for trying. You get points for winning. And what we need to do is win. However, we need to do it. Manchester City won a lot of cups. Chelsea won a lot of cups. How did they do it? By using the brown envelope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They went ahead with the brown envelope method, sneaking money to agents, overpaying players, all of these stuff. They went with the brown envelope method. They have a lot of trophies to show for that. Yeah, they're facing sanction, they're facing charges, but they'll deal with it. All they do is get a slap on the wrist. Chelsea get 1 year suspension from I think buying players or some shit like that and all of that and a small fine that their oil money spent at the bar. You know what I'm saying? The point I'm making is this. Winners find a way. Winners find a way. Our way is through the defensive stability that we had. Ghana. We need to get back to basics. We need to get back to doing what we do best. Our best keeper right now for this season is David Raya. Priceless goalkeeper. You know what I mean? And he's our goalkeeper. He has saved our skin so many times. Even in the last Champions League game, he was the man of the match. Gabriel Magalhaes, I think, got more man of the match than anybody in the Arsenal team. William Saliba got more praise than everybody in the Arsenal team. Joanne Timber was once being compared to the best left back in football at the moment. Califiori is the best chaos because that's what he bring. He bring confusion and chaos to the enemy. That's our back line. Those were the persons that was doing the job for us. And then did I bring it over the line? We need to get back to what we do best. We need to get back to defending our home, our goal. That's what we need to do. Let me see if I can get you guys in read some of these comments. So Lotus said Arsenal got to start me. Haha, you got jokes. No Bibe said, I do you believe in any God? If so, why? Um Nestor Plus said we should not sell them both, Miles and Ethan. I don't think we're gonna sell them. I don't think we're going, especially Ethan. You know, I mean, Ethan is the future of the club. Miles is also the future of the club. Miles is a unique player. Miles is a very, very unique player, right? And I don't think that selling Miles is. I don't think Arsenal should entertain that at all. You know what I mean? Um, Roman said, "Hi, I'm an Arsenal fan. Big up yourself, Roman. Big up yourself. You know what I mean? We're trying to get this thing over the line, so big up yourself." Sorry. Michelle said the next couple of games are going to be interesting. Let's talk about the next couple of games as Michelle mentioned. So we got Beaumont over the weekend. Then we got Sporting. Then we got Manchester City. These games are crazy. Why are they crazy? Because Beaumont game is probably the most important game we're probably going to play all season. This Beaumont game. Because if we drop points from this Beaumont game and drop points from Manchester City, it's game over. It's pretty much probably game over. So this Beaumont game is probably the single most important game that we're going to play this season. So we can't afford to rest or go weak. We can't afford to drop points at all. Then we have the Sporting game, the quarterfinal, the second leg. I was Sporting against Bordeaux in that second leg. Even though it was at home, Sporting was playing at home, so they had the home advantage. Let me tell you this. I love documentaries. Yeah, I love documentaries. And I like to watch the lions, the hyenas, all of them, the hunt. You know what I mean? But one of the most interesting hunt that I've seen is the wild dogs when they attack. The wild dogs attack relentlessly. They attack together. They attack individual. You know what I mean? But they just keep on coming, keep on coming, keep on coming. That was sporting team against Bodo. That sporting team just keep on coming. I don't know where the hell that team get all that energy from, but they couldn't find no answer for that sporting team. And they overthrow our 3-0 deficit. Was it? Right? It was crazy. So imagine we going up against a same sporting team like that. They're gonna wear us down. Yeah, we still probably might win the game. But what kind of position that will leave us in for the Manchester City game? That's also a very important game to us. Think about it. Our squad has some injuries that they're facing right now. It's not like we have everybody fit and we have that big, nice squad that we had. You know what I mean? Where we can know that, okay, we can tweak and rotate a bit and still be comfortable and still be all right. It's not the same. It's not the same. The realist Moss said quadruple, treble, double trouble. Yeah, we're managing. It'll be all right. We're managing. We're managing. So it's not pretty. And as I said, the burden or the load was on our defense, and they were managing. I need us to get back to where we were. I'll take some set piece goals until the end of the season. I'll take some clean sheets until the end of the season. I'll take my players fighting for the badge, not letting in a goal. That, for me, was priceless watching Arsenal celebrating a tackle. They block a shot that was going on target. I remember when I used to sit here, I used to tell persons 3-0, no shot on target for the opposition. And that happened. It was fun then. Now I'm sitting here, still trying to make a prediction and not sure what the goal is going to be. This uncertainty is scary, and I'm not feeling it at all. At all. Lotus said, if I was coaching Arsenal, they would have won a million sex tuples in a row. Oh, Lord. Okay, coach. Okay, coach. But guys, tell me what you guys think. Where has Arsenal fallen, in your opinion? Where do we need, what do we need to change so we can get back to winning ways? Is this Arsenal team good enough to win any one of these big trophies? Because we lead from 4-2, and the two that's left are the two biggest out of the four: the Championship, the Champions League, and the English Premier League. The two biggest. The two biggest. Keith is in the building. Keith, I know you'll be here. I know you'll be here, man. I know you'll be here. Your team won, so I know you would have been here. Congratulations on your win, bro. Congratulations on your win, Aston Villa. Well, Y'all can't do shit in the Premier League, so might as well y'all just try to conquer the lower teams that ain't making no sense in the rest of the world. uh, Arsenal need Henry to go back in time to 2004, then come back to the present day. The past is a past. You know what I mean? We just need, what we need is Henry spirit. We need persons that love the team, the badge, fight for it. That's what those players represent. Those players represent the fighting spirit of Arsenal. They fight for the badge. They fight for each other. That's what we need now. You know what I mean? That fighting spirit. You know what I'm saying? We have a good squad sometimes. Sometimes I watch this Arsenal team and it's like we're always playing short of a man or two. It's like we're always three or so men short. Because there's never a given time you see Arsenal full 11 giving their all. Can you imagine how devastating that would be if Arsenal full 11? I mean, like, not seven persons and then Martin Odegaard is missing. I'm not calling out anybody, I'm just calling names. Martin Odegaard is missing, or Victor Yakers is missing, or Trossard is missing, Martinelli is missing, Saka don't show up. That's what we've been getting. You know what I mean? That's what we've been getting. So I don't know. I don't know. Keith said, "Oh, get out of here, man. You lost to the mighty Southampton." Yeah, we did lose to Southampton, Keith. Who did you lose to? Who did you lose to? You better buckle down and just try to win the only competition that you're in right now. You know what I'm saying? Which you might soon get knocked out anyway. Just buckle down and enjoy it, man. It's a lower league, but guess what? A trophy is a trophy, right? Manchester United won it. Tottenham won it. You're going to take the cup from Tottenham. You're going to have to go down to the championship to get it. So, yeah, that's us through to the semi. Hopefully, Porto slap Forest because I don't want to face any English side. I think Porto and Forest drew 1-1 today. I think that was the scoreline. Yeah, I think Forest played away, right? If I'm not incorrect. Forest, I think, played away. Nah, you can't be losing to championship teams. Hey, tell me that at the end of the season when I lift my trophy. Tell me that at the end of the season. When I lift my trophy at the end of the season, none of this will matter, bro. We play Forest on Sunday, tough one. Yeah. Let me see. I gotta watch that game. Because that might be the semi-final. I'm gonna watch that game. Forest hasn't been up to it like that for the past couple of games, so I don't know. Susan said Chelsea is better. Better at what? Spending money? But yeah, I've been away, man. Been a minute. Yes, been a minute for me too, man. You know what I mean? I'm just coming back fully. Just trying to make sure that I do the damn thing. You know what I mean? Getting back to where we were. You know what I mean? Especially with our nightlife, Keith. I think I'm bringing our nightlives are coming back. You know, that's where the trouble is. You know what I mean? That's where the trouble is. The nightlives are where it all goes down. You know what I mean? If you're weak-hearted, you can't be there. Can't be there. So that's the fun part of my stream, the nightlife. So I'm gonna put myself back in a position to make sure that everything is up and running and we're getting what we need to get together and getting it done. So yeah. But what we were talking about, Keith, we were talking about Arsenal getting back to basics. You know what I mean? Back to how we started the season. You know what I mean? How we started, that's how we need to finish. We started strong, we started defensively. You know what I mean? We always know that our attack wasn't all that. So we relied on the strength that we had. Our strength was our defense, and we capitalized on that and we improve. And we make some things our own. You know what I mean? We bring back some football that persons thought was dead. You know what I mean? Corner kicks. all these things, long throws, which everybody is using now. Can you imagine that? Yeah, but yet still they criticize us for it. You know what I mean? So much so that we move away from doing what we do good. You know what I mean? We need to get back to that. We need to use what we know is best and carry ourselves over the line. You know what I mean? Back to basics. That's all I'm asking Arsenal to do. My brother Red Skull in the building. Big up your damn self, my fam. Keith said, yeah, I was on a little trip from Perth to Sydney. Is 3,200 came away. Tax around 4 to 5 hours, but I'm back now. Come back on Monday. Just wanted to rest first before getting into socials. I got you, man. I got you. Welcome back, man. Happy for you to be here. Dep on work, so can't stay too long. I got you, bro. I got you. I got you. Yeah, we're right here just discussing about we getting back to basic. We getting back to the defensive stability that we need to do to get over the line. You know what I mean? Them defensive stability where persons fear. You know what I mean? Wherever Arsenal come up is like them know say them lose already. We need to get back to doing what we do best. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how. When we used to play, or we used to play and win, we didn't matter how we win. You know what I'm saying? Corner kick, we didn't care. We just know that we were winning. And that's what we need to get back to. Our winning ways. Naib in the building. Naib, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a second, Naib. You know what I mean? Thank you for not staying in hibernation too long. Thank you for not staying in hibernation too long. We know the thing go, man. Remember, Jed is not doing well right now. You know what I mean? So we understand. We understand. Reluctant said, hey Keith, long time. Yeah, Keith said he's been on tour. You know what I mean? He said he's been on tour. Is Timber available? Saka as well. No, they haven't been available for the Champions League. I don't know what's the situation with them as yet for the Prem Saturday. I don't know what's the situation yet. We will see or hear what Arteta has to say. You know what I mean? These injuries have cost us a lot. You know what I mean? They've cost us a lot. I think we need to do a massive, massive rebuilding in the summer. You know what I'm saying? We have too much liabilities, too much persons that are not pulling their weight. So we need to do a massive rehabilitation in the summer. We need. I trust me, we need. Um, Winning is winning. Doesn't matter if it's by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. And that's the thing about it, though, reluctant. When we were winning by our set piece and all of these, nobody was saying that. But guess what? Now that we are falling behind, you know what I mean? Everybody's realizing what was going on. You know what I mean? That's what's going on. And I just hope it's not too late. Or Arsenal didn't realize that they need to get back to basic. Too late. We're still pretty much in front, still pretty much top of the table. We have 1 foot in the semi-final of the Champions League. And we just need to get back to doing what we know how to do, shutting teams out. We are good at that. You know what I mean? We're good at that. Naive said, I'm busy with my job. That's why I'm not coming. Okay, Naive. No problem. Reluctant here, all good. Can't complain. Good to be finally back. Right, without being biased, mate. Who do you think is winning the Champions League? Bro, if you're gonna ask me to take out Arsenal out of it, okay, that's a different situation. But I'm not gonna dismiss my team from winning the Champions League. But I understand the question that you're asking. You know what I mean? So if I'm going to take away Arsenal from the equation, I think Bayern. Yeah, I think Bayern. I don't want Bayern to win it because I really don't want Hurricane to get a Champions League trophy. Imagine, don't want Hurricane to get a Champions League trophy. just because of his loyalty to Tottenham. But I don't want Real Madrid to win it either, to be honest with you. Just because of how they keep on bragging about the 15 that they have. You know what I mean? I don't want Barcelona to win it because Barcelona knocked Arsenal out of this competition so much time at the quarterfinal stage and all of that. Uh, who else? I definitely don't want PSG to regain it. I don't want PSG to regain the trophy either. Just because they beat us last season. Bro, I don't know, bro. It's crazy. It's like I don't want nobody to win it but us. To be honest, you know. You know what I mean? Nobody to win it but us. Yeah, so but I think Bayern is probably the best, the most oil machine team right now. You know what I mean? Persons are saying PSG because of the game that they watch against Liverpool, but I disagree because Liverpool was poor, bro. Liverpool was horrible. So you can't use that performance to judge anything because Liverpool make PSG look like they were playing a video game. You know what I mean? So no. You know what I mean? Who do you think will win the Champions League heat? Who's your money on? Who's your best bet? Guys, remember, guys, if you haven't liked the channel yet, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Keep on beating it. Um, Keith said PSG. Naib said Real Madrid always. Naib, Real Madrid got to get past that 2-1 deficit from Bayern Munich. And I don't see that happening. I'm not even going to lie. I do not see that happening. Miraza said, my saint, my. There's a lot of saints popping up now all of a sudden. A lot of saints popping up. I didn't even know Southampton had fans. uh, PSG versus Bayern will be cinema. That's for real. That's for real. That need popcorn. No joke. That need popcorn. We need a Barca comeback. I think we probably do need a Barca comeback. I don't know. For some reason, I want Arsenal to play Barcelona. For some reason, I do. And I mean, for some reason, I do. I think Arsenal is mature enough to get the job done, and a lot of I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of grudge against them for all that they have done to us over the years. You know what I mean? Barcelona have done us dirt over the years. So yeah, it's time to pay them back one. Um, now you said only one goal lead. I know, bro, but remember, y'all going to Bayern Munich home now. That's the thing. That's the difference. Um, Keith said, cause I don't trust Atletico beating Arsenal. I don't think Bayern gonna beat I don't think Barcelona gonna beat Arsenal either, bro. I don't think Barcelona gonna beat Arsenal either. I think Arsenal going to the final. Will they win it? That's a different story. But I think we will make the final. And that will be an improvement from last season. Because remember last season we were knocked out of the semi-final. So making the season this year, the final this year is an improvement. This Arsenal team seems to be a problem. Someone needs to take care of them. I think we're taking care of ourselves. You know what I mean? I think we're causing ourselves problems. You get me? Because as I said, this is what the topic's about. We need to go back to basic. We have moved from what we used to do, you know what I mean, and comfortable with, in making ourselves uncomfortable, trying to be prime Barcelona in attack. That's not working for us. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do all these things that we wasn't doing at the beginning of the season when we were winning. We need to get back to basics, to our simple defensive, counter-attacking, set piece. Those are what we need to get back to. You know what I mean? Is Saka and Timber available for the weekend? We're not sure yet. We're not sure yet. Eze is back in training. So Eze might be there. But Soccer and Timber, we haven't gotten any update fully on them yet. As to say yay or nay. But trust me, we need them back. We need them back. I haven't seen them in training either. You know how Arsenal is, bro. If the media, when they're gonna put them away. If they're training, they're gonna put them away until the media leave. You know what I mean? But we haven't seen any training footage. I haven't seen any training footage from Arsenal as yet. So yeah. Eli said trouble. Eli, we can't win no trouble no more, man. We only have two competition leave. So we can't win no competition no more. Why does Eli look like Elijah? Hmm. Sounds crazy, but I think Bournemouth will win. You know, it's just written in the books. Early kickoff too. That's the only thing that scares me about this game, that early kickoff. We don't do well in early kickoff, man. And I mean, why do we have to play so early? Why do we have to play so early? We're playing home in the Champions League Wednesday. Yes, I'm saying. So why do we have to play 6:30 my time? That's so early. 6:30 my time in the morning. That just don't make no sense. We are at home. And this game also is at home. Oh, by the way, I don't think Bournemouth gonna beat us. You know what I mean? I don't think they're gonna beat us. But I'm still not too excited about this early kickoff. Yes, I'm saying we're at home. Our next game is at home. Why did we have to play so early? Bournemouth haven't played for a month. No, yeah, I think Bournemouth haven't played for a month. So they could wait a couple more hours. You know what I mean? Yeah. Keith said, and I also don't think City will beat Chelsea. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even sit here and said I'm hoping for Chelsea to do something. Chelsea is just crap, bro. Not even gonna lie. Chelsea is just crap. When I say crap, I mean crap. It's not even worth talking about them doing something. They're crap. Worthless piece of crap. That's what Chelsea is. And they're playing at home too. That's the thing. Yeah, they have 3 weeks off. Yeah, I'm saying 3 weeks off. Damn, what are they resting them for? However, Chelsea will bend over for City. Well, they're two money power people. They're two cheaters. So let's see. Let's see. It's crazy though. I don't know. I didn't think that we would be in a position like this at the end of the season. And I mean, I thought we would have already wrapped up the league. You know what I'm saying? And freestyling show the rest. We are the cause of where we are right now. So many times Manchester City dropped points when we need to capitalize and we didn't. So many times. They drop points, we drop points. We keep on doing these things to ourselves. So that's the outcome. That's the outcome. Struggle. Fifth place getting UEFA champion in football. You still don't think we'll qualify for the UEFA Champion League, VIA League phase? 5 teams getting UEFA Champion League this season in England. Let me see. What's your position like? Standing. Well, Keith, you're 10 points ahead of Chelsea. He should be getting Champions League with fifth place. You're fourth place right now. I don't think that. Where is it? Points. What am I looking at? Okay, I'm seeing it now. So you're at 54. Liverpool at 49, and Chelsea at 48. So that's 6 points difference. You know what I mean? Chelsea fighting for a Champions League position. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what Chelsea do against Manchester City, and then we talk again. You know what I mean? As I said, Chelsea is just a bunch of crap, so I don't know. Yeah. Double-ish in the building. How you doing, Double-ish? It's been a minute. It's been a long time since I've seen you. I've been here, man. I've been here. Not all the time, but I'm back now. But I've been here though. I've been here. I guess our time difference is messing up. You know what I mean? That's why I always tell you guys to keep your notification on. You know what I mean? Keep your notification on, man. Keith said exactly, we'll be fine. Keith, that's just 6 points different. That's 2 games and y'all screwed. You know what I mean? To be honestly, 2 games and y'all screwed. We qualified through league table and through winning the UEFA Champions League. I think the UEFA Champions League is your easiest bet, to be honest with you. That's what I think. Uh, Europa League. I know you mean, yeah, and I'm following your talk about UEFA Champions League. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Like you play UEFA Champions League. Okay. W said, I'll go turn on notification now, but I usually forget to check them. Yeah, man, keep the notification on, man. We're back in, man. We're trying to finish the season strong, W. We're trying to finish the season strong, bro. You know what I mean? The team need the energy. They need everything they can get from us. You know what I mean? They need our energy. They need our support. They need us to keep on talking, keep on pushing them on, keep on cursing them out too. They need it all. They need it all. They need it all. Result in recent games haven't been great for us, but after the sporting game, I believe we'll still have the fight to go win it. Hey, we need to get back to basic. That's what this is about. This chat right now is about Arsenal getting back to basic. What is back to basic? Back to basic is us. Go back to the best defensive team in the world. That's how we're going to win our games, by becoming the. We already. David Raya to me is the best keeper this season. David Raya to me is the best keeper this season. So all we need to do is put back our solid defense behind him and just go ahead and win the damn thing. That's all we need to do. You get me? Yeah, man. The thing is, Man City still have some really difficult fixtures, so hopefully things can go on our favor. The Manchester City versus Chelsea game is interesting to me because Chelsea need Champions League. Chelsea cannot afford not to qualify for Champions League, financial wise, right? So Chelsea need Champions League. So ain't no way Chelsea can go out there and play stupid and make a fool of themselves. You know what I'm saying? They need to get a result from this Manchester City game. Plus, it's at the bridge. You know what I mean? It's playing at the bridge. So Chelsea have home advantage. So let's see if the professor can figure out something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Um, Keith said Arsenal still have tough fixtures. Bournemouth, City, and Newcastle. We'll be all right, man. Newcastle, we have Newcastle at home, and we have Bournemouth at home. The only one we have City away. So if we can get a draw from City and win all the rest, we should be fine. We should even be going to City and looking to win. You know what I mean? We need to stop doubting ourselves about just drawing with City and that. City have the game in the Carabao Cup is the first time City have beat us in a long time. Yes, I'm saying so. Yeah, and City still have Chelsea and Bournemouth, as W mentioned. They still have Chelsea and Bournemouth, so it's still gonna be a tough fixture to the end of the season. City tough fixture are Villa. and arguably West Ham just because of their league position fighting to stay up. City have Bournemouth and as we mentioned before, and Chelsea. So City probably have the toughest fixture right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Chelsea is not a tough team. That's a fact. Bournemouth will be tough. Chelsea is not a tough team, but Chelsea on any given day can cause chaos. You know what I mean? Yeah, on any given day, Chelsea can cause chaos. That's the thing with them. Even Everton and Brentford can put up a decent fight against City. I forget they have Everton as well. Yeah, Everton will do something. I know your wife, Michelle team, and y'all have this thing going, but I'm telling you, Everton can do something, especially if they're playing away. You know what I mean? Especially if they're playing away. Everton is a good away team. Brentford, yeah, I agree. Over is at the Etihad. Etihad. Oh yeah, it still don't matter though. Brentford will put up a fight. You can't be doubting Everton at their home ground. I think Everton will put up a fight, man. I think Everton will put up a fight. Everton beat Chelsea 3-0. I think Everton beat Chelsea with 10 man too, right? Yeah, Everton are better away. The form a turn again recently though. You know what I mean? Their own farm has picked up as well. Yeah, their own farm have picked up as well. Don't think I don't remember Brentford beating City at the Etihad a few seasons ago. City are not invincible, bro. City defense is not all that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. City defense is not all that. They are not invincible. They will be beaten. Trust me, they will be beaten. Let me look at City fixture. So City have Chelsea and you see, we look. I think we're even looking at this wrong. So City have Chelsea and Arsenal next. If City lose those two games, bro, it's all over. Let's look at it like that. If City lose those two games, it's all over. That's just the reality. You know what I mean? It's all over. So yeah. So what do they have? So they have Chelsea, they have Arsenal, they have Burnley. They if we had beat Southampton, would have played Manchester City again in the FA Cup. Boy, I'm telling you. Then they have Everton at home. They have Brentford. They have Everton. Everton is playing home. Brentford is away. Then Bournemouth is playing at home. And their final game, is it? Yeah, the final game of the season is Aston Villa. Now, I want City final game of the season with Aston Villa to be Aston Villa needing a win to qualify for the Champions League. Wouldn't that be something? City will slap Arsenal. Let's not do this. Man, stop playing, bro. Brentford have Europa League football to fight for as well. City will slap Arsenal. Keith, relax. We were extremely close to win against City at Etihad last season, so why can't we this season? We will do it, man. We will do it. I think they'll slap us. Yeah, that's what you want because y'all think we're gonna need y'all to win. I honestly don't think it will go down to the last game. I don't think so either. That's the thing. You last play for draw and not wins. That's not true. That is not factual, Keith. That is not factual. Yes, yes, yes. So people, double is facts, but you won't because your manager is a scrub. Here comes the Arteta hate. Here comes the Arteta hate. Uh, it's all right, man. It's all right. It's all right. It'll be okay. If we get a game, if we turn up with a game like the one that we beat y'all, then we'll be all right. We will be fine. Arteta knows what he is doing, you see? That's what's going on. Arsenal fans still believe Keith, so he'll be fine. Arsenal fans still believe. Go and tell him, man, he's gonna show y'all what's going on. He's gonna show y'all what's going on. So no worries. I'm trying to come back again later on for the night live, guys. Coming back again later on for the night live. So you know that one go. That's the vibes. That's where the vibes at. So we're coming back again for the night live later on. So y'all make sure y'all notification is on. So we will be here chopping it up. You know what I mean? So this Dublish guy is funny. I fancy him. You got jokes. I saw an interesting stats other day about set piece in top four league in England. The top four team in every league other than the Prem had more set piece goals than Arsenal. For real? Oh shit. That for real? Oh, that's okay. I might be there. I'll see. Make sure to pull up. I'll be here, man. Blah in the building. So it's not like it's just us or just the Prim. It's the whole country. Dublish, make sure to tune in next season, bro. Next stream, bro. You know, Dublish was always here now. As I said, I don't know what happened, but he was always here. You know what I mean? Ever since he joined us, he's always showed up. I haven't seen him for a little bit now, but yeah. Yeah, and a couple of the people text me that they missed the stream, which I'm gonna get a text again that they missed the stream. I don't know what's going on, why they're missing. You know what I mean? Nikolai texted me that he missed the stream, but yeah, yeah, the community is coming back. We're doing good. We'll be back, making it happen. Seem like we're logging off. No, man, we're coming back, man. We're coming back. We're here again. We're here again. Nikolai, where is he? He texted me today that he missed a stream yesterday. You know what I mean? But Nikolai probably at school. We'll probably see Nikolai later on. We'll probably see Nikolai later on. Chris texted me too. He said he'd be back. What did he say? He said something. If you guys look in the shorts, you'll see me and Chris. You see me and Chris. You know he's always coming with his favorite line, butlers are world champs. You know what I mean? His favorite line. Um Keith said, yeah, I miss the OGs, bro. Chris, Nikolai, Kamikaze. I ain't seen Kamikaze in a second. Rescal passed through just now because he said he was at work. Toxically always here, bro. You know what I mean? He's probably at work, so I haven't seen him. He haven't passed through today. But yeah, man, we're back again, man. We're doing the thing. We're finishing the season strong. And then we have World Cup. You know what I mean? Then we have World Cup. We need to we're gonna start doing our World Cup things. You know what I mean? Discussing, figuring out who we supporting and all of that crap. I need to figure out what team I really want to support this year. Because Jamaica mess it up. You know what I mean? Jamaica mess it up, giving me a headache as usual. So yeah. Would be great if we had a WhatsApp group or discount. I'm gonna create one soon. Give me a little time. and I'll get one together soon, all right? Yeah, give me a little time. I'm gonna get one together soon. Okay, peeps? There's a lot of things that I need to do that we're gonna do. I also want to do fantasy league with the community as well for next season and all of those stuff. So yeah. See, Nikolai is here. I told you guys he'll be here. I told you guys he soon show up. Nikolai is here. You see that? What's going on, little bro? Think about the summer. Who are you willing for us to sell? We have scouts for White, Jesus, Martinelli, MLS. MLS ain't going nowhere. Neither is Manieri. You know what I mean? No, those two aren't going. Blast said my internet is so bad. Nikolai, we were just talking about you, and I told him that you soon show up, and here you are. Here you are. Troy Foster, who do you think will win the Champions League? We're coming for it, man. We're gonna do it, man. Come on, have faith. Have some faith in Arsenal. Troy, have some faith in Arsenal, okay? Don't follow people like Keith. All right? Yeah, yeah. I forgot completely about FPL. Bro, we're doing a lot of stuff for next season. You know what I mean? So bear with me, guys. Let me get some stuff together and we're gonna get some shit done. We're gonna get some shit done. All right? Yeah. Look at this. All of a sudden, chat is booming again. You know what I mean? This is how the nightlife is on when everybody is on. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So we're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it back. Go get your team ready, Doublish. Tomorrow they'll play. It's not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday for us, man. They're playing Saturday. Oh, you're talking about the FPL. Oh, my bad. Support Scotland Trust. Aussies will be at the World Cup. It's been good, very busy, but still trying to join stream. I got you, man. We're always here, man. So whenever you get a chance, you can always pop in, okay? Yeah. Keith's okay, Riley, no problem. Yeah, Keith, we're gonna do some stuff, man. Yeah, that been the same thing with me, traveling and all. Yeah, Keith is a tourist now. Okay. All right, cool. So I'm gonna work on some of those stuff that you guys are suggesting, okay? No problem. We got destroyed and so did Barcelona. Doubles, you're right. This card will be sick. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into that, guys. Yeah, we're gonna do some World Cup for sure. We still have a long way to go for the World Cup. So let's finish this season strong and then we go straight into the World Cup. You know what I mean? Straight the World Cup is gonna play at some favorable time. So I might be able to do a lot a watch along with you guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, I might be able to do a lot to watch along with you guys. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with the World Cup, guys. That's for sure. But we're gonna be here later, guys. We definitely gonna be here later. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure the notification is on. Make sure the notification is on. Nikolai, Nikolai, welcome back, man. It's good to have you. It's good to have you back, bro. Nikolai said, I thought we'll be lose by 4, so at least my club exceed my expectation. That is crazy. Uh, that is crazy. I hope. Let's see what you guys gonna do at Hanfield. You know what I mean? Let's see what you guys gonna do at Anfield. Bloody PSF. I think you mean PSG. Liverpool, you might still lose by 4. That would be something, eh? That'd be crazy. Uh, Sometimes I can't tell if my phone is frozen or Riley's just being quiet. I'm never quiet, man. So my guess is that your phone is frozen. I'm never quiet. I'm always making noise, especially when my chat is going. I'm always making noise, man. Yeah. I'm out to catch up later, guys. Later, Keith. Big up your damn self. I was thinking the same thing, and you said, "Look, I'm not quiet. I'm even spinning in my new chair. Look, I'm always spinning now. You know what I mean? Always spinning now. Uh, I have to stay up until like 4 a.m. to watch some of the World Cup. LOL. Blah, take care. Riley, we ain't doing anything. Probably gonna lose again. We won't do well with ball fraud. I know, man. Y'all playing at Anfield, man. Have some faith, man. Y'all playing home. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all playing home. Here, final goodbye, everyone. It's not goodbye, WH. See you later. Sometime while you're reading comment, I think my internet is bad. Okay, I got you. I got you. Sporting 4-0 versus Arsenal. You delusional. Aren't you too young to drink? Like, what? What? Nikolai, come on, bro. Are you trying to put, you mean Liverpool, eh? Come on, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. All right, guys. Let's call this one a day. I don't think so, Nikolai. Nikolai is just playing, man. You know that. He's just trying to make himself feel better because Liverpool going to get battered. But it's okay, Nikolai. Don't worry, man. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. No problem. You'll be all right. Uh, we're going to gear up for later on again, guys. You know what I mean? It's been a pleasure seeing y'all, man. It's been fantastic seeing the gang back. And it's not even the whole gang. You know what I mean? It's not even the whole gang. So it's going to be sweet. You know what I mean? Let's do this. Let's get it back together. Let's finish strong. You know what I mean? And let's gear up for the World Cup. We still have plenty football. Plenty football. We're doing this again later on. So until then, y'all be safe. Big up yourself, everyone. Hope to join more stream. You'll be here, man. You'll be here. You'll be here. Guys, see y'all later on. I appreciate y'all passing through. Remember, turn on your notifications so y'all know. All right? Until then, big up on the damn self. Peace. I'm out. Nikolai, read my prediction right. Okay, that's fine. Bayern gonna beat Madrid 6-0. PSG win 2-1. Arsenal tie 2-3. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. No. We'll chat some more later. Big up on yourself. See y'all later. Bye. Bye.